for a limited time, $1 gets you full access to all the automotive industry news and content CBTNews.com has to offer. CBT News. Subscribe today. Welcome to CBT News with Bridget Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thank you so much for joining us today. Here's Chris Riggins with today's top stories.
Thanks, Bridget. According to the S&P Global Mobility Annual Automotive Loyalty Awards published yesterday, Tesla has dethroned Ford in the category of overall loyalty to make, which Ford has held for 12 years. General Motors kept the title of overall loyalty to manufacturers for the 8th consecutive year and 19th time in the past 27 years due to inventory levels for GM's sport utility and pickup trucks meeting consumer demands. EV startup Fisker reported that it spent less money in 2022 than anticipated and that it's still on target to start shipping its Ocean SUV this spring, planning to produce more than 40,000 vehicles in 2023. Following the report, shares increased by roughly 9% in pre-market trading on Monday. Fisker stated that it may have positive earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization for the entire year as well. The company is aiming for a positive gross profit margin for the entire year between 8% and 12%. The Department of Energy has approved a conditional $375 million loan for the battery recycling company Lee Cycle to build a plant for recycling important components close to Rochester, New York. Recently, mining for critical minerals has drawn much attention, particularly in relation to lithium-ion batteries. Although there is a lot of lithium in the U.S., extracting it is expensive and projects frequently face local opposition. On March 1st, Tesla will have its first Investor Day event at its Gigafactory in Austin, Texas, where CEO Elon Musk will reveal his latest master plan for the company's future, which he calls, quote, the path to a sustainable energy future for Earth. However, recalls, product delays, claims of union busting, dramatic stock swings, elevating competition, and an upcoming regulatory crackdown are all working to endanger Tesla's position as the market leader for EVs. Don't go anywhere. Coming up next, we're joined by S&P Global Mobility's David Mondragon and MarketScan CEO Rusty West. We'll be right back.
Delivering the news dealers count on for 10 years. Subscribe today and join thousands of other automotive professionals. CBT News, 10 years strong.
S&P Global Mobility recently announced its acquisition of MarketScan, one of the country's leading providers of technology and analytical solutions for the automotive industry. Here to discuss this announcement and the future of these organizations are David Mondragon, the Managing Director and Vice President of S&P Global Mobility, and Rusty West, the President and CEO of MarketScan. Check it out.
So congratulations, first and foremost, on the big news. That's quite an acquisition you've made there. Talk to us. That's right. They both pointed at each other like it was him.
Yeah, right.
Say something smart, Dave.
Well, I think we're both excited about it.
Yeah.
Look, we've been talking to Rusty for quite a while. We have been really focused on this part of the business, pricing, and how do we get penny perfect pricing in the industry, and how do we bring all the goodness of really understanding all the variables that come into play when you get, you start to build out a price comparison of the market, understanding all the financial details that they have from every lender in the U.S., and to be able to deliver an application that supports digital retail for us is really exciting. We have a lot of great data, a lot of great partners, but the acquisition of MarketScan really fills out our portfolio so we can have an end-to-end solution for a lot of the OEMs and a lot of the dealers as we go forward to help them support their loyalty and conquest needs in the marketplace.
Sure. David, does a process like this start by looking at a number of different suitors in that space before you finally land on one? Or were you deciding, Rusty has the perfect solution here, let's stay focused?
Well, MarketScan is the model. And they are the best in the industry. We did look at other opportunities in the marketplace, but we found no one with the same level of product efficacy, performance, real-time data that feeds into their system, and the accuracy and the timeliness of the data was critical for us. And bar none, nobody touched their level of ability to deliver that to the marketplace. So they were a perfect fit for us, and they still are.
Sure.
They're the benchmark in the industry.
Thanks, man.
So Rusty, let me ask you a similar question. I know over the course of the last couple of years that we've known each other, there's been companies, I'm sure, that have reached out to you and said, "Hey, we're interested in talking to you about an acquisition." Why did you feel that that S&P was the right choice for you to partner with?
That's a long answer because there was a lot of reasons. When we decided to actually go down the path, there was 3 criteria that were most important for me personally, and in this order. It had to be in the best interest of all the members of MarketScan family. That was first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
Second, it had to be good for all of MarketScan's clients, right? If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. And then third, the finances had to make sense. But that was the lowest priority. And we ran a full process. KPMG was our investment banker. We had over 100 companies come to the table. I was flattered by the response. And,
Wow. Yeah.
It was, if you looked at just the financial parts of it, it was very difficult to try and figure out what's going to make the most sense.
Sure.
We had been talking with Joe LaFear and Dave Mondragon long before we ran this process. Even we were exploring just working together because the synergies were just immense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when we ran the process, we were very communicative with them. They weighed in very heavy, but from a fit, as far as checking all the boxes are concerned, there wasn't even a close second. I mean, they just company culture, the benefits that they've got, the way that they embraced taking on the MarketScan family members and bringing them in the S&P Global Mobility family was what we were looking for. And it's a tough thing to do because it's the only thing I've ever done, but it was the most easy decision I've ever made in my life. Sure. As far as who to move forward with. These guys it was a no-brainer.
All right, be sure to watch this interview in its entirety right here at cbtnews.com. That wraps up our show for today, but we invite you to join us back here again tomorrow morning for all the latest news and trends impacting the retail automotive industry. And be sure to follow us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content. Join the #1 most watched newscast in the automotive industry. CBT News. Subscribe today.